So something really interesting popped up today, and I don't really want to get your guys' hopes up, but not only does it involve reprinting a prize card, but it also might include Needlefiber. What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So today I wanted to discuss the legendary Hero Dex. Now this is otherwise known as Legendary Dex 4. It's one of those sets that Konami releases every year, and it's been rather popular because not only is there a ton of sentimental value in these decks, but there's also some really nice reprints, and these have also become very popular collector's items at the same time. But I wanted to discuss these decks in depth because we actually just kind of got the first bit of information about them. It's not officially confirmed by Konami yet, but this is from a source that it sounds like it's going to be the information that would be on the website, and this source has also been right about things in the past before, so I'm fairly confident this is going to be the case, but you might want to just have a little bit of, I guess, hesitation if this might not end up being true. But before we get into that, if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a single upload. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Now, I think the weirdest thing about these decks in particular is that there's usually a unifying theme about the decks. You know, the legendary dragon decks, they had, you know, dragons, and it kind of made sense because there was like Odd Eyes and Cyber Dragons, and then there was even the dragons in the Yugi deck, but even then it was kind of taking from like main protagonists or even, I guess, antagonists from the show, if you want to call Zane an antagonist. It was kind of, you know, it was there, and especially with the first and second legendary decks as well, there was this unifying component to it. But this being the legendary Hero Dex, it's a bit different because for the three theme decks you're going to be receiving in this product, the theme decks are Destiny Heroes, which, okay, Hero makes sense. Acer or Nordic, that's a bit weird, and then also Phantom Knight. So I guess the unifying theme is that they're all warrior decks, and I guess even with, you know, Acer, that's kind of stretching it. But I guess what's odd is, why aren't there elemental heroes in here? Everyone loves elemental heroes, so I think it's almost doing a disservice to this particular product that they aren't including elemental heroes as part of it, because especially too, you've got the elemental heroes and the Destiny heroes. I just think that's the perfect synergy. Now, the Phantom Knights, I mean, I guess if you threw that in there, like, it just seems like the elemental heroes over the Acer would have made a lot more sense. But we're gonna go ahead and dissect this. So, starting off with the Destiny Hero deck. Now again, this makes the most sense being in here. Destiny Heroes are fairly popular as well. So they say that Aster Phoenix Destiny Hero deck excels at driving opponents into a corner with the effects that inflict damage or pierce through defending monsters. Like Jaden's Elemental Hero deck, the Destiny Hero deck also summons powerful monsters through fusion. The deck also includes 2 new Link monsters you can use in any hero deck, a Link 2 monster that retrieves your fusion summoning spell cards, and a high attack Link 3 monster with Link arrows that all point towards your field. Now, the Link 2 monster has already been released in Japan. It is Extra Hero Wonder Driver. This is actually a pretty decent card. It allows you to recur your cards like Polymerization and your Mask Change from your graveyard, and then also you just get to special summon a hero if it's like destroyed by an opponent's card effect. It's a Link 2 and it's heroes, so I mean, that's pretty good. I would say that's a very good card. The high attack Link 3 monster has yet to be revealed. I was trying to see if there's anything about this anywhere, but I don't think it's actually been officially released yet. I think it's going to be brand new upon the release. So I guess that's pretty cool, and maybe if it's generic, maybe some other decks will use it too, but it'll probably be just solely relegated to the hero archetype. Now this brings us on to the Acer. Now this is a really weird one because there's a couple things in here that stood out to me, and that's what I wanted to discuss. So Thor, Loki, and Odin once again descended upon the dueling world, boasting some of the highest attack values among all synchro monsters. Team Ragnarok's ace monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds holds a special place in the hearts of duelists. Now, a new Link monster makes it easier to assemble the synchro materials needed to summon an Acer monster. I'm gonna stop right there because if you read the wording on that, that sounds very much like Crystron Needlefiber. It's a link monster that makes it easier to assemble the materials necessary to summon a synchro monster. It says specifically Acer monster, but it says synchro materials. Crystron Needlefiber on summon allows you to special summon a tuner monster from your deck. I don't know, like, I mean, it's very odd that they didn't specifically say that it's Needlefiber, but there's one interesting point here that if they do. If Needlefiber's in this set, then all of the competitive players are going to flock and want to actually buy this product because, sure, they could just buy Needlefiber by itself, but frankly, if Needlefiber's in this product, Needlefiber's probably going to be worth what this product is because it is that strong of a card. I've always said in the past that if Konami includes products that appeal to the competitive scene in their more casually themed products, because realistically, this is more catered towards the casual player base and the collector player base more than the competitive player base, then this is actually a reason that people might want to buy that because it makes Needlefiber accessible to everyone. So again, it might be a stretch, but I think there's definitely a possibility that we're going to be getting Needlefiber in October based off what we see here. Now the last part is also really cool because the extra deck also comes with a high-powered level 10 synchro monster, including the legendary Ascension Sky Dragon. That is right, Ascension is getting its first ever reprint. This was a prize card. Blood Mephis still doesn't have a reprint, but I mean, Ascension Sky Dragon I still think is really cool. It's following after Minerva, which was released in Battles of Legend last year, so I think it's appropriate that Ascension finally got its reprint. I think it's kind of fitting, I guess, that it's in this deck. Maybe that's why they went with the Acer archetype or the Nordic archetype in general, just because it can make Ascension, and so they actually have a place to kind of fit it in. And then if Needlefiber happens to be the case, since it's a synchro-based deck, I guess, but I mean, still, I think a lot of people are going to be excited about that Ascension reprint. Now, last but not least, we do have the Phantom Knights. Now, the Phantom Knights are a bit interesting as well, because it's a deck that focuses on Xyz summoning using trap cards to turn the tides of battle. Almost all of their monster spells and trap cards have the ability that you can use once they're in the graveyard, creating opportunities for huge comebacks. This deck includes a new trap card and a brand new Phantom Knight Link monster that sets trap cards directly from the deck and can destroy any card on the field when a Dark Xyz monster is special summoned to a zone that it points to. Now, I'm going to stop there again because that sounds like a really, really fucking good card if you like playing Phantom Knights. If you guys recall, only a couple years ago, Burning Abyss Phantom Knights was actually one of the strongest decks of the format, and again, this was before Master Rule 4, but having a Phantom Knight Link monster that, you know, you could necessarily say, like, hey, 2 warrior monsters, it's probably going to be 2 Phantom Knights in all honesty, but the fact that it sets trap cards directly from the deck means you can get stuff like Fogblade directly out of the deck in a very similar manner to something like Altergeist Marionetter, and then the fact that you get to destroy cards on the field if a Dark Xyz monster is special summoned to a zone that it points to, that's insane because you can make this monster, and then since most of your cards recur themselves, you're gonna very easily be able to make another Dark Xyz monster, which, hey, guess what? Breaksword happens to be a Dark Xyz monster. The effect of the Link will trigger, pop one of your opponent's cards, then Breaksword can trigger, pop another one of your opponent's cards. That's actually going to be just crazy, and realistically, I don't know, maybe this could make a huge comeback for Burning Abyss Phantom Knight just solely because of this Link monster. I'm not sure. I think it's definitely possible, but definitely something to keep on the radar. So those are my thoughts on this new product. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Do you guys think Needlefiber is going to be in this product? I'm still a bit skeptical, but at the same time, they weren't specific with just saying it was Needlefiber, so it's very likely that it could be, and it's kind of like alluring that it might, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like the video as always. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content, and if you found this video informative, consider backing me on Patreon, because just by pledging only $1 a month, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.